There was always something about Ms. Grant that made the room go quiet the moment she walked in. Not because she yelled. She never had to. She didn't believe in chaos, didn't tolerate excuses, and never smiled unless you earned it. Her gym wasn't just a place to sweat. It was where discipline lived and laziness died. The mats were always rolled tight, the basketballs returned precisely where they belonged, and drills ran like clockwork. Samantha, 14, knew this. Everyone did. But something about this year had changed her. She used to be a model student, quiet, neat, and sharp, but middle school had its way of shifting things, new friends, new energy, a hunger to stand out, to challenge authority, to feel bigger than the rules. It didn't start with anything big, a skipped warm-up here, a sarcastic comment there, but it added up, and Ms. Grant noticed. That Thursday afternoon, the gym smelled like dust and sneakers. Sweat clung to the air as the students lined up for their endurance drills, a brutal combination of sprints, rope climbs, and timed burpees. The class groaned, but they knew better than to complain out loud. Ms. Grant called out stations. You will rotate every 2 minutes. No walking, no switching. Phones in the locker. Break a rule. Face the consequences. Her eyes scanned the line. Samantha met her gaze briefly, then looked away. She was already plotting. At the second station, push-ups, Samantha quietly slipped away. Her two closest friends, Mia and Tasha, exchanged a glance and followed. They ducked behind the bleachers with muffled giggles. She won't even notice, Samantha whispered, pulling out her phone. 5 minutes. That's it. They took silly pictures, shot a short TikTok dance, threw a towel at each other like it was a beach day. But Samantha didn't notice the shadow standing at the edge of the bleachers, Ms. Grant, not shouting, not interrupting, just watching. When Samantha turned and saw her, time froze, her face drained of color. Put the phone away, Ms. Grant said firmly. Come with me. No theatrics, no embarrassment in front of the class. That wasn't her style. Samantha followed. Her feet felt heavier with every step as Ms. Grant led her toward the equipment room. The door closed softly behind them. The room was quiet. Dust hung in the air, lit by a single beam from the window. Gym mats lined the shelves. Stopwatches, cones, and climbing harnesses were neatly stored. On one wall, a smooth, flat wooden paddle hung beside the attendant's clipboard. Ms. Grant turned around. Her voice was calm but cold. You disrespected the rules. Left your station. Took out a phone. Lied by omission. Samantha looked at the floor, twisting her fingers. This is not about your phone. It's about responsibility, integrity, trust. Ms. Grant didn't yell. She never humiliated. But when she reached up and removed the paddle from the hook, Samantha's throat tightened. You'll receive 3 swats, she said. Stand beside the bench, hands flat, back straight. Samantha's knees shook as she obeyed. Crack! The first swat landed hard, a sharp burst of heat through her gym shorts. She inhaled sharply, but didn't cry out. Crack! Her legs wobbled, her eyes blurred, not from pain, but from the shame washing over her. Crack, it was done. Ms. Grant stepped back and returned the paddle silently. You're not a bad student, she said finally, but if you keep ignoring rules to impress people, you'll forget who you are. Samantha didn't speak. She couldn't. When she returned to the gym floor, the students instinctively gave her space. Some glanced over, but no one smirked. They knew what had happened. Everyone knew what that paddle meant. But no one teased her, because everyone respected Ms. Grant. And now they respected Samantha too. Not for what she did, but for surviving the lesson. That day changed her. She never skipped a drill again, never pulled her phone out where it wasn't allowed. Something deeper had been corrected, not just her actions, but her pride. And years later, when Samantha herself became a mentor for younger students, she didn't tell the whole story. But in her mind, she always remembered that room, the sting of the paddle, and the voice of a woman who didn't punish out of anger, but out of purpose. Because real discipline doesn't just hurt, it teaches.